They're fun and fast to make, and an easy way to add color to your home or office. People love getting them as gifts. They're one of a kind and handcrafted. They last forever and don't need watering. Materials and tools are in the description. Let's make some flowers from coffee filters. Let's get started. Here I have my materials: coffee filters, the basket style, glue dots, green tape, kebab sticks for the stems, cotton balls, embroidery thread or a rubber band, and of course I have my watercolors, tape, clear tape, and scissors, and my brushes. And I have my mop brush and my round with pointed tip brush. Let's make a tulip. So take the coffee filter and let's use half of it. And then you can draw the part you want to cut out, which I did. And there it is. Now, I find it's useful to paint the coffee filter first. So let's start with that, and it will bleed through so you can place a paper towel underneath it. So you will take the spray bottle and wet your paints and put some water in your palette. And start with your mop brush. And this tulip is going to be red. So dip your mop brush in the crimson. And I like my tulip to have some white on the tips. So I'm not going to paint the whole coffee filter red. I'm going to leave some white and make the center the darker red color. Now you can switch to your round with pointed tip brush. And put some streaks on it. Finer lines there. Like so. Then you will need to let it dry, air dry, or there's always your hair dryer to speed up the process. Okay. So we will use the kebab stick, and this one is thinner. There's two kinds, and in the description it will clarify that. So here is the coffee filter. Now we will need to have our glue dots here. So where the slit is, we want to turn it to the side like that, and we will put a glue dot to hold it. And then fold it up. And then kind of have to crunch it a little bit, carry it over more. And then you can meet the lines together and then add another glue dot at the top there. Like so. And there's our little tulip shape. So here's the stick. There's a one end has a point, and we're going to use that point and stick it through the center of the shape and slide it down. Now it looks like here I need to add another glue dot so it doesn't fall apart. And one thing I like about working with paper is it's kind of flexible, and you can kind of reshape it and work with it. Now it might be sliding up and down, and you can put a glue stick in, a glue dot, not a stick, in the middle there to anchor it. I think I need to do that. Sometimes it's tricky to get the glue dots off. You might have to put it to the side of where the stick is to get it to stick onto the paper, and then kind of fold it onto the stick. And then you can kind of fold it to the shape you want. Okay. There's my tulip. Now, we have our green tape. Take a piece about 3 or 4 inches like that to start the base here, and that will secure your flower more, and wrap it around. Your tulip. You just kind of have to work with it to mold it to the shape you want. Like so. Okay. Now, to make the leaves that come out from the side on the tulip, you want to take your green tape cut a piece out like this, and get another one. Sometimes it's hard that it will curl. Add 2 of them together like this. And another piece, and you will want to put it on top like that, and leave some sticky part at the end there. Do the other side. Okay. And then take your scissors and cut the leaf shape here. Okay. Now I'm going to attach it below here. So there's part of the stick that is exposed that doesn't have the green tape. So I will add the green tape down to here and then attach the leaf. And here I'm attaching the leaf. I'm laying it like that. Stick it and then roll it like that. And there's the leaf. And I like to add some clear tape just to anchor the tape here. And so you can, make the stem as long as you want or shorter. Again, that's your preference. And so I'm just using some clear tape here. Now here's our completed tulip. Let's make a carnation. I have my coffee filter here, and you can fold it in half. And when you look at a carnation, it has some kind of zigzag lines. So you want to draw your zigzag lines and then cut it out. And that's what I did. And here's my cutout to start my carnation. So then you will want to, now it's time to paint the coffee filter. Lay your paper towels down. I like to double it because it will leak through. You'll want to get that on your work surface. And so this carnation will be pinkish red. So let's get started. Paint your spray, paint your pans of paint, put some water in your palette. Let's start with our mop brush. And load it with the crimson. Now let's take our liner brush. No, excuse me, my mistake. Take your round with pointed tip brush and add some more detail. Some streaks in those carnation. Okay. Now you can let this air dry or speed it up with your hair dryer. All right. So here we have the stem that the flower will be on. And we will need our blue dots. And you will start by folding it in half, but not completely. You want it to be a little below, so there's a row here and a row there. And then start by putting some glue dots on your stick. And what I like about this stick is it has a thicker part up here. So it's easier to develop the flower. And put one on one side and then one on the other side. So I'm starting on towards the end of the filter there, starting to roll the coffee filter to create some layers. And then going in a circle here. And then as I am folding it and going around, I'm kind of scrunching it down. So on the stick, it's flat, and I'm going around the flat area of the stick in a circle with my hand, taking the paper and scrunching the paper and going around in a circle. And then when you come to the end of the paper, you'll need to put another glue stick, a glue dot, another glue dot to hold it. Okay. Now, time for the green tape. You'll want to take a piece of tape about 3 or 4 inches and start it on the base of where the flower is and go around the flower in a circle with the tape. And when I do the tape, I do it at a little bit of an angle instead of perfectly straight. So, and you'll see that there's kind of a fold, but you can press that fold down when you come back around. And that fold will disappear. Like that. Now, when I look at a carnation, they have leaves and their leaves are like little spikes that come off. So let's make those. So take a piece of green tape, 3 or 4 inches. Let's move this now that we're done with the paper towel. And with this piece of tape, you want to fold it, but leave some of the stickiness on the end of the tape. And you can hold your finger there So lay your tape down, sticky side up, and let's fold the tape, leaving some of the stickiness on the end of the tape. Like that. And then press it down. And then take our scissors and create that thin spiky leaf that comes off. And we're going to put it about right there. And just wrap it around and secure it. Like so. Now, I think I want to add another one right off here. So let's do that again. Laying the sticky side up. Put your finger there and fold it. Ready to cut it. Put them out right there. Stick it on and then go around. And there's the other little spiky leaf. Now I'm going to take the green tape and go to about right here. Then I have my clear tape here. I just want to secure at the end of the tape here. And there we go. We have our carnation. Let's make a daisy. I have my coffee filter here. And again, you will want to fold it in half and draw the petals and then cut them out. And there you have it. Now it's time to paint the coffee filter. So lay your paper towel down and then put your coffee filter on top to protect your work surface. And now we can paint. Wet your pans of paint here. Some water in your palette. Let's start with your mop brush. And this daisy is yellow, so use what is that called? Cadmium yellow. So bright yellow daisy. Move it over a little bit so it doesn't go off the paper towel. Now, in the center of this daisy, there's a darker color. Switch your brush to the round with pointed tip brush. Round with pointed tip. And add some yellow ochre with a touch of burnt sienna in the middle. There we go. Now it's time to dry. It's running away from me. So now we have the stick to use for the stem. And to do the center, we'll need to have a cotton ball. So here's my cotton ball. And then if you have embroidery thread or even a rubber band will work. So you take the cotton ball and place it on top of the stick. So there's the center of the flower. And then you want to wrap this around. And you can tie it up by cutting a piece of string, or if you have scissors, or if you have a rubber band, put it around. Fold the petals down and then attach the rubber band. Like so. And then you can fluff the petals. Like so. Now, so this petal seems a little big, and I will trim it. It seems a little bit too big compared to the other ones. That looks better. This one needs to be a little more rounder. And then on the center part, if you want to paint on it, you can. But I recommend you don't use that much water, mostly paint. And I like to add some dark spots. So I'm take your round with pointed tip brush, little water, some burnt sienna, and put some burnt umber, and put some dots on there to give it more of a three-dimensional look. So this is mostly paint and not a lot of water. Like that. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start on the stem with our green tape. So let's start with a piece of tape, 3 to 4 inches. Come underneath the flower. And again, circling the tape around the stick. Okay. Now, to add the leaves that grow off the flower. take a piece more like 6 inches long. Place the green tape with the sticky side up. And then fold it, leaving some sticky part down on the end here. Like so. Got a little crinkle there, but that's okay. Now let's cut the shape out. And when I look at a daisy, they have long kind of leaves. With some little curve to it. Like that. So there's our shape. And lay it on the stick. About like that. And then start folding it over and securing it to the stick. So it's just going to have one leaf. And I'm going to carry the green down to here. So need some more green tape. Secure the end with some clear tape here. And there we have our lovely daisy. To give watercolor a try, please subscribe to my channel and take a lesson or two. Please join me next time for another fun watercolor lesson. Take care, be safe, and see you soon.